everybody! Chronicles of Crime 1900! I'm so excited! Hello, Andrew. This video is great. Every time I see Moulin Rouge, I want to break into the song. Hey, coming back to that later. It is Friday night, or it could be Friday afternoon, Friday day, wherever you are in the world. Could even be Saturday, I think, for some people at this time. Looks like we get Chronicles of Crime out again, says the Banzai Tree. Yes, it is time. It is 100% time to get in and get Chronicles of Crime out again. So hello everybody, I'm Az. Vince is not with me at the moment, but he will be soon. I'm reliably informed that he is currently scooting through Krakow at speed to get into our studio in the Krakow office and then to join me. You do know the hairdressers are open. I don't know, man. So I had a really good friend of mine give me a little like back cut. So I'm kind of like going with the hairy kind of party in the front, business in the back look. Hello, Eddie. Today is Bourbon Day. Today is a bunch of different days, right? Today is Pledge Manager opening for Kingdom Rush Elemental Uprising. It's Kingdom 12 release day. Technically, it was yesterday. And it's also Have a Drink Day. And when you're celebrating Have a Drink Day, who is better to celebrate Have a Drink Day with than... Oh, no, he still had the headphones up. Too soon. I'm going to hide him. We can't hear you. Wait, let me unmute you. You need to unmute yourself. Come on. Nope. Let's put him away until he solves his issues. Okay, he's gone. So, hello, Dana. It's lovely to see you. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to have a bit of fun this evening. It really is a magical day at Lucky Duck HQ at the minute. So, if you didn't see on the board game group, I promised that this stream wouldn't actually start until something incredible happened. And the incredible thing that had to happen was David Lockwood, new, and I think still to this day, the newest member of Lucky Duck Games. Big hand claps and welcome to David. I said the live stream would not start until David asked me a question. So here we go. If you could pick one game and the associated expansions to be stranded on a deserted island hold on, am I stranded on the island with the games, or am I putting the games on an island, David? Oh, there he is. Hello. No, hold on. It's me. Is it me? Can you guys hear him? Am I messing this up? Can you guys hear Vince? Or am I just... just gone again. So there have been some technical issues at Lucky Duck Games today, and we'll talk about that later. Ben, David, coming back to you. Ben Clapperton of Steamforge Games, happy birthday to you, sir. It's lovely to see you. I have a present, or at least a task that I have to do for Ben that I have not yet done. Ben, I promise it's coming. I'm going to work on that for you as soon as I can stop working. Happy birthday, Ben. Can't hear Vince. Vince is muted. Can't hear him. Let's just bring that in chat. Let's bring the pressure on. Boom. Can't hear him. Oh, my God. Look at the pressure.
Okay. I think I have sound. Yes!
Oh, you're going to have to get those headphones on, though, because we've got a terrible echo, I think.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm loud.
What if I do... Do we have a code still?
Let's try. Let's see. Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Okay. Let me go back. I'll be like...
So... Well... Oh, man. Yes, Ben Clapperton, the absolute legend, is in chat. Like, who it has the most inspiring solo game setups that I ever see. Every time Ben posts a picture of his solo game weekends, I get so excited. They make me so happy. I assume it went better in rehearsals. No, this is the way we're going to do it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me
no,
this time?
No, I can't hear you. I'm joking. I can hear you. I'm joking.
Okay, hi everybody.
I'm sure we could have kept that going all night, to be honest. So hold on. I need to back up because I said the stream would not officially start until we answered David's question. So he says, if you could pick one game and the associated expansions to be stranded on a deserted island, what would it be? And I asked, do you mean, are we stranding the game on the island, David, or are we stranded on the island with the game? Because it's a very different question depending on what you say, right? So I'm gonna wait for clarification because I have some games I love and some games I could really do without. So hello everybody.
Hey
Hello,
Benoit,
Luke.
salut Benoit. Comment ça va?
Hey, do you know what? If you are one of our French viewers and and you watched our French stream, was it last week when you had Robin on stream? I was
Yeah,
so
that's right. Yeah. We have the artist of King of 12 who was
I was
live.
so jealous because you had. Do you know what you had? I'm going to open the box right now.
Yeah,
You had
please.
the work in progress pieces of this step by step, like 8-step artistic
I
procedure
know!
of the cards, man.
I know Guillaume did some incredible archaeological work. It was like, I'm gonna work. I was like, wow. And on top of that, Robin was such a lovely guy. Like really, and we played, and he crushed, he crushed
it. I mean, he must have played a few games of King of 12, right?
I'm sure he did.
Hold on, David. You get to send a game first. Hold on. David, am I on the island with the game or am I not on the island with the game yet? just tell me which is going to be. Franco says to be stranded with Az. No one wants to be stranded on an island with me. Okay, if I was going to be stranded on an island with a game and its expansions, I'm going to exclude the Lucky Duck catalog, right? I'm going to say Lucky Duck games are out of the question. Oh, it's a toughie, right? But you know what? If I'm on my own, it changes it completely. I think it's Marvel Champions for me right now. I think Marvel Champions has so much replayability, so many different hero combos, so many different Nemesis combos, and if you give me all the expansions, that's like so much content.
Yeah. This asymmetrical deck and cooperative field.
Yeah,
and
right.
It's like, I have to say, it's a very
So if you're
strong
getting
one.
stranded on an island with a game and all of its expansions, Vince, what game are you taking with you to the island?
Unquestionably, right now, my crush is Dune Imperium. Like,
Yeah.
I am obsessed with this game. It's a problem. I actually play solo. I've never played solo in my life. Like, we have game designer who do solo stuff for us. I don't play solo. I play solo. Like, what is happening? Like, it's just to show you, like, I want to play. Marta doesn't want to play. So, and they have such an incredible app for it. That just mimic the two other players, and it's just anyway that will be that.
So Eddie says Arkham Horror, definitely for him. Arkham Horror is an amazing game. What depth you would have to play with that as well. So many playthroughs. Mark Coote says he'd go with Anachrony Infinity and then use the box to seal back to life.
I have that box. It was such a visceral pleasure to put all these things together in the gigantic box. But it fits nowhere. It's nowhere. It's right now. I can't put it on a shelf. It's like, definitely a perfect boat. I agree.
When I see that box, I get PTSD, right? Because when I moved to this house, I moved in the middle of the pandemic, and I moved without ever seeing the house. I would never actually saw it. I moved in having never been in the house before. And I realized when I started moving in that I couldn't get my bed upstairs. And we had to lift the bed through the window, second story window, lift it up, push it through these massive big bed bases. That's what I think of when I think of the arachnid.
You're not wrong.
I just don't need it.
Hey, Kenny says for me, Chronicles of Crime because I love detective. Thank you so much, Kenny. Yeah, you get that.
For any of you that don't know the story, I have stolen this from Vince because I worked out after working with Vince for a few months that any compliment Vince could give you, there was none that compared to Heart with Fingers. Heart with Fingers is Vince's ultimate way of going, I appreciate you and everything you do. It's top tier. Yeah. And I've stolen it now, and I'm going to make it a Lucky Duck thing. Mark says, I had the exact same experience. I had to borrow the window cleaner's ladder to get the bed in. Oh, Mark, my word. Yeah. There's trouble in the chat. There's Martin.
Oh. There's Martin. Hello, Martin.
As the people in the board game industry shiver and the people in the non-industry go, oh, who's Martin? Nice to meet you. How are you doing? Soon you'll learn.
Yeah.
So, did you get a beer?
I did. It's been a long day. So cheers, mate.
I made a very bad choice.
That is the way to go.
I've gone with orange truffle Baileys, which is really lovely, but it kind of makes it very hard to talk.
Does it like nubs everything or something?
Oh man, Didier has a great point. Chronicles of Crime would be great, but how would he charge his smartphone? Solar panels, right?
Well, the good news is the game works without any Wi-Fi or anything. It works offline. That's the starting point. You won't play very long for sure, but anyway. So
And there's Matthias in chat. So for any of you that don't know, actually, stick around because you're going to see a bunch of Matthias's work. Actually, we've got a bunch of board game shots, pictures to share today. And Matt is having a drink with us. Oh,
hello,
Matt.
Cheers, Matt.
Aaron was asking, how big will the Destinies box be? Do you know what? Aaron, look, hold on. I'll make myself big for a second. Look,
actually,
look, right there.
I have one too here.
My little orange truffle. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. hide Vince's dignity. There we go. We'll bring it back.
Hi. I got mine.
So that's the base game box, right? But we also have the Sea and Sands. We have the you don't
sorry. I broke everything. I don't know what button. Oh yeah, here I am. Yeah. Listen to us, sweet voice.
This is what happens when you have two people with control over the cameras. It's just gonna be. Oh, now I'm on this side. Oh, get me back over there.
Here we go.
Anyway, you've got the base game, you've got Sea of Sand, you've got Myth and Folklore, and you've got the Bound by Fate, and all of them are essentially the same size, right? They're all...
Yes, they're all 30 by 30. They all fit nicely together on the side here. They make some beautiful drawings.
I'm going to grab mine. Hold on.
Yeah, go for it. And actually, we kind of plan to show you what's inside later on tonight, once things move on. But yeah, there's some really nice stuff awaiting you in this box. And I obviously didn't put it back nicely together. Oh, Lion, that's nice. That's really nice.
So yeah, because Vince is being very smart because the fact is that next month, at the end of May, it might be the start of June because, oh my goodness, isn't shipping fun at the minute. But Destinies is going to be coming to retail. But as well as that, of course, we're delivering the entire Kickstarter to all of our backers too. What is this view? There we go, it's better. So all of our backers will be receiving not just the base game, but they'll also get the Myth and Folklore expansion for free. So that's another box same size that introduces... Vince, do you know what? Can I open this a little bit? I can open it.
Go for it. Yeah,
guys, I haven't... Look at this. Where do you see this? This is unopened. That's how recently I got this. Look, this is... Oh my lord. So, here we go. You can see yourselves.
That's the Myth and Folklore one.
So this is the expansion that all of the backers got for free, but it will be available later this year, likely as a Lucky Duck exclusive item. Oh, look at this. Okay, let's get it right. Focus. Hold on. It's been a while since I've done one of these.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, focus is here. Here you go.
Oh no. Yeah. There he is. And what I love about this is if you look on his base, he actually has space for his two little gargoyle buddies.
That's right.
These little guys. Oh, what's my hair doing? Stop it. Oh, that's never going to focus on that. But yes, he's got two little gargoyle friends that actually sit snugly. Get in there. Oh, I've got sausage fingers. I do. I really do.
No.
I know because I tested this. This is the one thing I did test, but my fingers are too chubby. But they live on his
yes,
base.
That's right. Yeah. And we don't want to spoil anything, but this part of you're right. I will just stop there.
So so if you didn't buy the Kickstarter, don't worry. Destinies, just behind me here, that Vince was showing, is coming to retail end of May, start of June. We're just kind of confirming all the shipping timelines, but literally in the next month, maybe month and a half, you'll be able to get your hands on it.
Yes.
And it's something that, if I'm honest, from everything that retailers and distributors and backers have been saying, it's going to go off the shelves. So, do you want to? Have you got your copy of Destinies there? Do you want to show it off a little bit?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Do you want to show off your copy of Destinies?
Yeah. Actually, let me see if this works. Let me go up.
So yeah, this is probably the mood of the stream tonight. This is quality of the minis are great, said Matthews. Yes, he's taken some amazing pictures. Actually, do you know what I can do? Check this out. Let's look at some of Matthews's work right now. I'm going to bring it up. Yeah, I love this. Is one of my favorite shots. I adore this photo so much because it shows the scale of Abaddon and shows the world that the players are going to be diving into. Aaron says, I'm an all-in backer, waited with bated breath. Awesome. Hopefully you saw our Kickstarter update that went out, I think, just day before yesterday, I think it was, where we talked all about the timelines and kind of when we're hoping to have everything shipped. We're waiting on a few final little bits to fall into place, but it should be happening really soon. Yes, Board Game Shot. If you don't follow Board Game Shot, you should, because you're missing gorgeous stuff like this. And so for anyone that doesn't know what Destinies is, let me show you what you're getting, right? So this is the box. Vince is going to set up his camera and hopefully be able to show this in a little bit, but this is what you're getting in the box. The idea is it's for 1 to 3 players. It's a big open sandbox world where you've got, where did I put my core game? Oh, it's still on the shelf. You've got over 60 different landscape cards that you'll be exploring, and they'll start revealed by like a fog of war almost. And as you explore around the world, you'll be flipping them over, revealing them, meeting different characters, events, challenges, locations that you're going to basically be diving into. Hello, Toby. Lucky Ducks all looks great. Thank you, Toby. That's incredibly sweet of you to say. So with Destinies, the idea is that it's a role-playing like game. So you're going to be familiar with a lot of things you're going to see, right? You're going to have character stats like strength and intelligence and dexterity. You're going to be making tests. So you're going to be rolling dice and adding your abilities to that and trying to score successes as you're trying to overcome physical challenges and psychological challenges and things like that. But what makes it really different is that there's no game master. It's all controlled by an app, and that app can be mobile, it can be tablet, and it'll also be available on Steam as well. And the app's going to drive everything, and it's going to give you contextual, real-time responses to the things you do. So, for example, if you're fighting, this is an example I always give because I think it's really good. So you've probably heard me say this before. If you're fighting a pack of wolves, you might have the option to fight them, physical test. You might have the option to run away from them, dexterity, agility test. Or you might go, hold on a second, I've got, look in the top left, I've got a bear trap or a torch or a sword or a wolf den trophy that maybe I can use to make them think I'm a more impressive wolf and make them run away. And you'll be able to scan items into the app to react to the things that happen. Dragon's Tomb, love. Vince has got his copy, so let me bring this up.
Yes. I'm a big fan of Dragon's Tomb work. I think. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. We're big fans of your work. So yeah, let me show you. I got this camera set up. This is what happened when you open. So you got a lovely rule book, but boring. We want stuff. We want action, Vincent. So first of all, you have this kind of nice thing on top here to remove and to protect. And so you got this kind of nicely crested player board.
Recessed player boards they're the gift of the gods to board gamers.
And so they make this beautiful thing. And so actually, let me explain you quickly how this works, because this is really nice. Let me pull this out, and you see there's this box keeps on giving. So as a player, you get this white dice, and you get what we call effort dice. And when you need to do a test, let's say you need to do a blue test, you need to choose how many effort dice you want to use. Every effort dice you use at the end of the day will be exhausted, but you can only rest 1 per round. So you need to think about how you want to maintain your capacity to do some serious effort at some point. How does it work? Let's say that I want to use only those 2 dice. I made a 2, and let's say a 2 that's a 4. I check here, and a 4 give me 1 and 2 pip. And so it means that I have a result of 2. So as you level up, you can move those things closer to 1, for example, or like here. Or you can add new pip. Did I say the right word, by the way? Is it a pip? Because I'm still a French guy.
So, pip's a great word. Yeah,
pip's great. Okay, great. And so here now, if I had this setup with a 4, I would actually have 3 success. And so that's how you level up and how you do those things. Each player is going to have one of those cards. And it's wonderful that my camera is completely blurry so that you can't read. And I'm not going to... but basically, this tells you how to... the 2 ways for you to win the game. And this is private. This is a completely asymmetric story that only you know what to do and how to do it. And even though you're going to see people interact with things that you may want, they don't know that you may want that, and maybe they do want it, or maybe they don't know. So there's a lot of secrecy that's happening here. And obviously, based on the way you want to interact on certain way, you have two different QR codes to go from one way or the other. So the kind of path and the sandbox aspect to the way you can approach the story is absolutely insane in this.
And I'm gonna jump in for a little second, right? Because there's something
please.
here that I want to explain to people at home. So Destinies has a player count of 1 to 3, and that is for a very specific reason. With Destinies, we set out to make a very narratively driven game. So not only your decisions and your actions were narrative, but the outcome of everything you'd done was very narratively focused as well. Those destinies that Vince was just talking about, that every character has 2 of, directly relate and overlap and intertwine with the destinies of the other characters that are in the game. And every scenario you play will have 3 unique characters that form this, what we call a story triangle. Now, whether you're playing with 1, 2, or 3 players, it's going to be a little bit different every time, but you're always going to have overlapping. So to give you an example, I may start out thinking, I need to go and forge a legendary sword, or I could have an option to go and hunt down a witch to stop this curse. But you could have a destiny that actually wants you to find the witch and help her and actually let her fulfill her pagan wishes. And you may also want to take out the blacksmith who could be forging steel for mercenaries, for example. And so as we both set out into doing various actions in the world, or multiple players do, your very actions and decisions and the results of them, the consequences of them that you make, will be forcing the players who are directly competing against you to change and react to that. So it's a competitive RPG-like exploration game, but you're not fighting each other. It's not competitive, but you're just like scoring points or just kind of directly going head to head. It's actually we're characters in a world fulfilling our destiny, and that just so happens to affect all the players in the world around. And it's something that I think when you first play it and see it, you'll be like, this is so good. And I could talk about it for days. It excites me.
And I love your passion for this, because it is really I will always remember this. It was summer last year when they really kind of finally got the final grasp of like post Kickstarter, including it's one game that had over 500 print and play sent. The amount of feedback we got of that Kickstarter version was absolutely insane. And when I played the final stuff, I was like absolutely. I talked about it for 3 days. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys have to try Destinies. It's absolutely incredible. I just want to show you Abaddon was absolutely incredible, and just came up in a way that's absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to see what people will do in terms of painting of this miniature.
Eddie is already asking, as we love to do in the board game fandom, before we've even got the shiny thing that we want to get, we're already saying, but what about the next shiny thing? Do we think Destinies is going to be the first in a series of games using those mechanics? I'll go let you answer this, Vince, because I'll spoil way too much if I start talking.
No, I mean, so the truth is, the Destinies engine is 2 years worth of investment. Actually, Chronicles of Crime was one set of tools. It was our first game. It was just for Chronicles of Crime. And then Destinies, we learned from everything we learned from Chronicles of Crime and made a true super tool that is going to be used for pretty much everything hybrid narrative in the future coming from Lucky Duck Games. So when you talk mechanically about this, for sure, a lot of the Destinies mechanics and gameplay and back engine will be reused in other games. Will it be Destinies environment and story and theme? It's too early to tell. We obviously want to see how the game does in retail, if people actually embrace it and ask for more. You don't want to throw more work into a theme that doesn't get the love that it needs to really be worth investing more. But one thing for sure is that we have plenty more copying up, and I'm gonna stop here because there's stuff going on. For sure, there's stuff going on that we can't talk about yet, but we are working really hard.
One thing that makes us really different to Lucky Duck Games, and people don't really realize this, but we have not just full-time writers, but multiple full-time programmers as well. We are all about the digital back end, and I do look forward to Vince sharing his tool with everybody in the future. But yes, so for me, what's being built in the back end could be used for many, many different types of games and systems that I don't think anyone out there is really ready to see yet. And Bobby asked a question which Have you got it to hand again? Are there miniatures in Destinies? Just throw the box back up again.
Yeah.
There,
So here we go. So we have over, is it 31 miniatures?
31. So 30 characters and monsters like wolves, rat swarms, angels, and characters then. And then we have the number one big bad himself, Ibadan.
Yeah, I don't think that that stuff is gonna. But yeah, though there is a lot going on here. There is.
Yes, you got blacksmiths, traders, devils, demons, werewolves, like travelers, witches, guardsmen, like lots of different individual characters that you'd expect to find in a fantasy story. And Vince, I interrupted you earlier, but get some of those landscape tiles out there. Some of those.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So there is an insane amount of those. Actually, as a matter of fact, there is another half over there. So just for you to get an idea of the insane amount of content. This was so much work, so much love, and we work with a lot of different artists here to get different stuff. And I'm not spoiling much here, but as mentioned, you have a fog version so that you get some clue of what's going on here. There is some kind of a castle here or some kind of a domain here. You can tell that there is some kind of a garden, and so those clues are like direction for you, and you're looking for something. And then only when you get there, you actually fully reveal those things. Don't worry, I'm not spoiling anything, but it goes from winter to things burning, obviously, and it's and anyway, that I will stop here.
Yeah, you're absolutely. It's perfect. I think everybody wants to know more about these, to be honest. And so these minis will have tons of detail. If you like painting miniatures, you're going to have lots of little bit nooks and crannies to get into. So if you like your washes, they're going to take them really well. Particularly the angels and also the Abaddon mini, like you're going to have plenty to get in and do your painting with, which is amazing. These recess boards that Viz mentioned, obviously you're getting multiple of those in every scenario. So there's 5 scenarios inside the box, and the idea is that across the 5 scenarios, let me bring myself up. Across the 5 scenarios, you've got one which is standalone. It's almost a little bit like an introduction. It's its own scenario that you can just play, and then there are 4 that form one long campaign narrative. And again, those can be played individually, but really will be super enjoyed by players who go through each one of them one by one. It's worth mentioning, as I said before as well, that the game comes with 1 to 3 players as standard, but solo players will adore it because there's 2 different solo modes as well. There is the Challenger solo mode, which is going to throw events at you, world-changing things. So imagine if you don't take action to take down the rat swarm, it might overrun the farm, and you might end up with a plague spreading through the city as you're trying to deal with your destiny. You're going to have events happening, and you're going to be under time pressure. And in Challenger solo mode, you could absolutely feel, like you could actually completely feel to achieve your destiny and have to retry. And then there's also an Explorer solo mode, which will give you no time restraints, no random events and things happening to you. So you can just explore, meet all the characters, find all the items, build yourself up, get all the nice loot, get yourself a horse and a sword and some holy water, and then go and fight the big devils, whatever it may be. There's different ways to...
Bobby. Yeah, thank you so much, Bobby. Yes, thank you so much. And Andrew, also, you're absolutely correct. Sorry, I'm just catching up earlier. I didn't want to interrupt you. But yeah, so shipping to Kickstarter backer. Sorry, we both click on the button at the same time, so I was like, what's going on? Anyway, so shipping to Kickstarter backer right now will hitting retail in the next month or so. Andrew, you're absolutely correct. Thank you, and sorry for the, we're still trying to make this work.
Let's just turn it into a rave, right? Let's say it, Andrew, right? It's coming at the end of May or start of June, all right, to retail. But backers, keep an eye on your Kickstarter because you're going to get those emails which will be confirming the final details and the tracking and everything. And I'm not going to try and say this name. Unfortunately, late pledges are not still available, but retail end of May, start of June.
Yes, it's coming soon. So absolutely.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for Destinies. So I guess...
Thank you. Keith is here. Thank you, Keith. Narrative games for the win. I agree. He's actually, Keith, with behind a lot of wonderful games like Cartographer, but more recently into, I believe, legacy version, adventure version of... I'm trying to remember the name of that game. Keith, help us. It's role player adventure.
Amazing.
So I'm sure Keith has a lot of narrative in the work for us. I can't wait for this one.
We have a quick
Anyway,
question about French titles, because this is a French game we're publishing.
yes, Shadow
Yep.
Kingdom of Valeria. You want the name of the French title? It is a good question, and I need to open it.
When is it releasing? Do we know?
Oh, when is it releasing? Well, it's complicated. The game is, as of today, ready in China, and we need to bring it. We need to bring it. So we had pre-orders on this game, Valeria Kingdom, Shadow Kingdom. So as soon as those games hit our French warehouse, which hopefully should be within the next 1.5 2 months max. Shipping in China right now is absolutely insanity. So I would say 2 months max. But when does it hit retail? I do not know. We're very hesitant to release this game during the summer. It is possible it releases in September in retail. But if you pre-order it before, you will definitely get it as soon as it gets in France.
The answer is to go to lucky.games.com, go to our newsletter, stick in your email, and whenever we send a newsletter out, you're going to know about it. We're always sending out information about what we're working on and when stuff's releasing, so stay informed that way if you are not already. Luke was just saying, I love getting paint in my nooks and crannies. Thanks, Luke. Good to know. So we we talked about Destinies because I got a bit overly excited, I think. But that's actually the furthest release away from right now, because that's end of May, start of June.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's released just yesterday in the rest of the world, and will release, hopefully all being well, next week in America, is this game. This is King of 12.
Yes.
Now, if you haven't seen it, on our YouTube channel, we have a playthrough of this, where we have a playthrough of this in English. We also have a little playthrough in French, plus we've had a bunch of lovely content creators do French coverage and playthroughs of this too. I also know that a bunch, Luke at The Broken Meeple has done some coverage of this game, so has the Dice Tower. They gave it their seal of approval, which was awesome. So this game is actually out right now. And to be honest with you, it's received an incredibly strong reception.
Yes.
I was just so happy seeing just how well King of 12 was being picked up. Right now, Andrew, I'm going to come to you in that little question in a moment, sir. Inside the box, you've got 12 characters per player. So that's actually 48 cards for the characters, plus you've got reference cards as well. And if you've been living under a rock and you don't know what King of 12 is all about, it's a game where you're going to be competing with 2 to 4 players to try and gain as much power as you can to become the new King of 12. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be using your Stone of Power, your gorgeous blue D20, and you're going to be manipulating it using different characters that are going to raise the value, lower the value, double the value, augment the value in some way, or maybe even mess around with your opponents. And the idea is that you're going to be bluffing. You're going to be using a little bit of your memory, trying to remember what your opponents played and trying to predict what they're going to do. I get D12, not 20. Thanks, Andrew. And cards like Troublemakers, which are just beautiful, are going to give you a lot of opportunity to kind of do tech that mechanics against your opponents as well. Now, why the game, let me skip that one. Why the game, I'll come back to it, don't worry. Why the game's so cool and why we think it's been resonating so well is that each time you play, you only pick 7 of the 12 characters to use. So every player around the table has the same 7 characters at the beginning of the game in their hand. And what you're going to do is you're going to take turns playing one of those in secret. And then everybody will reveal their characters at the same time. All the stones will be augmented, and whoever comes out on top gets points, and then you go again. However, if you play the same character as another player around the table, you're going to cancel each other's cards. Worse than that, if your Stone of Power, your D12, the value matches, you're going to cancel each other out. And then worse than that, even at the end of a round, even if you've got the highest victory points, if someone else matches you, you're going to cancel each other out. So this means, and you can see it in our playthroughs, I played with the game cupboard with Ben and Kelly a couple of weeks ago and had an amazing time, the 3 of us. You can win with the lowest score if you manage to cancel everyone else out. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it really has this... It has all the layers of something very classic that you understand very quickly. You know, it's kind of a trick taking ish. You know, like as you play a card every round. But it has so many levels of reading because as you play this card, you're thinking, what are they going to play? Because you want to think, how am I going to win? but also I could win not by trying to have the highest score, but I could win by trying to cancel the card that someone will play, because objectively would do. And if you do that, then I still have the highest number. So there's so many different level, and it's crazy on such a simple little 7 cards, 6 card round, and a simple D12. And at the end of the day, the number you get here almost doesn't matter. It creates some tactical play. So basically, I could start with a 1, and actually this could be my greatest advantage, and someone could have a 12 and it could be there. So really, I have to say, this is a game I was very lucky to discover via, actually, this is a game created by our wonderful friend at Corax Game, German publisher. They are doing, for example, the Kingdom Rush in German. And Frank, their CEO, is the one who taught me this game. And what I love about Frank is that, he went through the development of the game, and he had so many levels of this reading that I didn't have yet. I was playing but you could tell he was like looking at the math through the, and he crushed us. He absolutely destroyed us. So that was, I fell in love instantly with this. I'm so happy.
I think you're kind of like me, Vince. You're kind of like, if you play a game for the first time, some people, whenever they're demoing a game to friends for the first time, they kind of go easy and they kind of, let them win maybe, and they kind of introduce them. Whereas I quite like to get destroyed in the coolest way possible, to be like, I want to do that. That gets me excited to do the cool combos and the cool plays.
Yeah, I have to say, I don't know. It's I don't know if there is any cultural difference between the French player and English player, but certainly this game really tickles you in many places yet you don't expect it to.
Tickles you in many places you don't expect it to. Quote from Vince for tonight. Now, while he's giggling, I gotta talk about what Andrew mentioned earlier. Boom! Can you tell us what the promos are for King of 12? So, if you were lucky enough to have a friendly local game retailer store near you that ordered King of 12 in advance, we had some promo cards that we sent out to retailers. So you may find these in retail as well. Hopefully you're able to get those if you support your local stores. We also do have some on our website available as well. So if you order from lucky.games.com, every copy of King of 12 that you take will come with these extra promos. And they come with 8, so 4 of each card. And these promos are awesome. So they give you a completely new way to revolutionize the game. You've got the fawn. So if your die would be cancelled, you can first rotate it to the side with the highest number not shown on any other die, and then compare again, which is just incredible tricksiness. I absolutely adore it.
Chaos.
Yeah, right? This is like I've got the same number as 2 or 3 other people, and I'm going to predict that it's going to happen. Or, see, this is the strategy Vince was talking about. There's 2 cards in the game, one that adds 7 to your value and one that reduces 7 from your value. So this is the point where you're like, I'm sure they're going to take their 3 and they're going to make it a 10, and we're going to cancel. So I'm going to play the fawn, which is going to wreck them, and I'm going to go to 11. Yes, that's exactly. That's what's going to happen.
That's exactly the level of reading that you get there. Absolutely.
And then the collector, if your die is cancelled, you are the winner. That player that would have been the winner is now the runner-up, and the effect occurs at the compare value step. So again, these are 2 promo cards that are just going to massively increase the flexibility when you're playing, because you really pick 7 of the 12, or if you have these promos, 7 of the 14 different characters to play with each time. So if you buy this from lucky.games.com, you'll get these promos. If you have a local game store that's near you and they happen to pre-order the game early enough in distribution, they should have some stock as well. So hopefully you have options there. King of 12 is, if I get this right, €19.99 or $22.99 USD. More chaos and more beautiful art. Love it, says Andrew. 100%. Love you, really, Az. Love you, Bobby. Love you, Bobby.
You get the double heart.
And Bree is enjoying the tickling of the nooks and crannies. Vince is already, I can see Vince already eager to start talking about. So hold on, before we do, this is out now for the rest of the world or next week for US. Right, I'm done. There, I'm finished. Right, go.
That's right. It just released today in Europe and next week in the US, right? This is right? Yeah, done. We're done.
Done. Right, go on. Show your next treat.
So
yeah, go on.
I don't know. I don't know. So 1900. So first of all, let's talk about the Millennium series. So obviously, Chronicles of Crime for us has been a pretty strong pivot and kind of the true starting point of Lucky Duck as a company. And 2018 we released Chronicles of Crime, and then 2 expansion called Noir and Welcome to Review, which are right there behind on as follow the exit. Going back to it in 2020, there was one thing we wanted to break, which was the base game and expansion model, which is a bit counterproductive, because if you wanted to play Noir, you need to buy a base game, $40, and then you need to buy the expansion, $30. You're like, boom, $70. Thank you, Lucky Duck. So what we wanted to do is basically allow for people to be able to explore era and themes individually. And so all this series is completely standalone. Each box are fully standalone, 1400, 1900, and 2400, which will come later. Which will come later this year. And so 1900 is the second installment into this millennium. What do they have in common, this millennium thing? They all takes place in Paris at different era, and they all talk about the same Lavelle family. Actually, I have the French box. I don't remember if is it Lavelle as well in English? Yes,
yeah, we just say Lavelle. We just murder. It's Lavelle. Yeah, it's fine.
And so I'm really excited. Maybe as you want to tell more a bit, but what's inside the box?
Nah, not really.
Not really? Okay, well, let me... Oh, here we go. Here we go. I was like, wow, okay.
Of course I do. Because Vince will just undersell it. No, so, right. Let's talk about Chronicles of Crime. If you don't know, okay, I'm going to forgive you for a moment. If you don't know where Chronicles of Crime is. So, cooperative, 1 to 4 players, great at solo, great at 2, but great with more people if you're friendly. Don't want to start any arguments now. You're all diving into cases, trying to solve them by gathering evidence, by interrogating suspects, and by using the Chronicles of Crime app to explore virtual reality crime scenes. And the big thing that makes 1900 so unique is not just the setting and the idea that you're a journalist exploring Paris when industry is booming, and it's the early 1900s, so it's pre-First World War. You've got the Summer Olympics, and you've got art everywhere, motion pictures, cars, all that excitement and bustling. What makes 1900 really, really unique is that you're going to be playing an investigative journalist who's going to be exploring and doing things a little bit differently. You're going to have to be solving escape room style puzzles. I'm going to see if I can bring a few up. There we go. So the idea, don't worry, there's nothing too spoilery here. Don't worry yourselves.
Are you sure? Because I'm kidding. You're
fine. If any of you guys are able to learn anything from this, you're already amazing detectives. So you're going to be going to the Moulin Rouge, you're going to be going to the Arc de Triomphe, you're going to be going to the Eiffel Tower, all these gorgeous places in Paris, visiting all the different characters and interrogating them, asking them questions, and then going into these scenes. And I've actually got a little treat. Now, look away. Oh, no, hold on. Oh, look, I've shown it already. Okay, hold on. So a couple of days ago, I played the Chronicles of Crime 1900 tutorial live on stream. You can go and watch that. The chat saved me. They completely saved me. There was no way I was going to solve the tutorial without them. The tutorial's not a spoiler, though, of course. It's just there to teach you the game, and it does so without needing the rulebook. It just lets you learn the game as you play. And then there are 4 cases on top of that. So if you don't want to see the first virtual reality crime scene from the tutorial, close your eyes now, and I'll tell you when you can open them. Here it comes. Close your eyes, all right? So, there we go. So this is the first crime scene from the tutorial of Chronicles of Crime 1900. So this is actually, I don't want to say too much, but you can guess what kind of building this is and what is happening in this room. This will give you a real feeling for the time period. And don't forget, what you'll be doing is you'll be lifting up your phone, you'll be looking up and around, you'll be pinching and zooming in on all the different different things that you think are worthy of your interest and that are relevant to solving the game. And it's going to be down to you and the people that you're playing with to think, okay, what are the things that are actually worth our time talking about? And you'll be able to then scan the app and tell the app, okay, I think there's this item, or I think there's this evidence, and it's then going to reward you or punish you by saying, nope, that's a waste of time, you've lost 5 minutes, or yes, you found an important clue, let's talk to some of the suspects about that. Little Meatball says, someone is having sleep on the ground. That's exactly what was happening in that scene. Now, the 4 cases in 1900, they escalate in difficulty, and there's 2 of them actually form a little mini campaign, a little mini story arc that runs across the 2 as well, which is just absolutely wonderful. Every one is very narratively driven. We're talking, and if anyone's paying attention to our Facebook, listen carefully. We're talking between like 15 and 20,000 words per scenario. If anyone's on our Facebook page, that information might be very useful to you.
So many clues. Oh,
so every single case you're going to do is going to be very much about you choosing what locations to go to, what characters to speak to, and how you want to engage them. You'll be able to talk to suspects about other characters, about other items, and you'll have to piece everything together. And then, as we showed just a moment ago, you'll also have these physical puzzle cards too. I'm not going to show any of them off specifically because I don't want to give too much away. But here you can see in the bottom of the screen here, you can see a sample of just a little hint of some of the puzzles you're going to get. So physically on the table, and with the information you get from suspects, and with the information you glean from the virtual reality scenes, you're going to have to piece them all together in 1900, which really is something completely new for the Chronicles of Crime series. And yes, Jonathan, that was awesome.
Yes. Yeah, that was really, really cool.
Yeah, Tom at the Dice Tower is already a huge fan of Chronicles of Crime games. He has been, I think, since he ever first got his hands on one. I do believe as well Chronicles of Crime 1400, the medieval game in this series of games, which is just up here, it released at the end of last year, is available now, and it's also up for the Board Game Geek Awards, the Golden Geek Awards for Best Cooperative Game of last year. So go and give it a vote if you haven't done it.
Did you mention this?
Yeah, well, see, I didn't want to give too much away, but if you want to show a little one or two.
No. I just want to mention that there's a deck that says stop. It's in French actually. Don't look, because there is some physical aspect to this. Yeah. And this is new because Chronicles of Crime tend to have reusable component 100%. We took the bet and the risk to say.
Sorry, it's okay.
Sorry. So yeah, we took the bet to say, okay, we're gonna lose a little bit of replayability, but we're gonna bring a kind of experience that we didn't bring yet to Chronicles of Crime, and 1900 does that, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, if you want to watch the video on our Lucky Duck Games YouTube channel, you can literally see me going through the tutorial, and you can see the puzzle cards at work and chat saving me. It was quite fun. I had to get out of my chair at one point and go and get a piece of paper to solve the puzzle. It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. No, don't worry, Andrew. Thank you. My Bailey's is fine. So yeah, as something I was mentioning just very haphazardly there, but I'm going to say it. Here we go. If you want to get Chronicles of Crime 1900, it's coming to stores next Thursday. That's the 29th of April. But if before this Sunday you want to try it, we've got a competition running over on the Lucky Duck Games Facebook page. In fact, we're running one on the English Lucky Duck page, the French Lucky Duck page, and the Polish Lucky Duck page. Don't tell the French team and the Polish team that I told you this, right? But if you go to all 3 Lucky Duck pages, right, you could enter 3 times. But here's the trick, right? And I've learned this the hard way. English, Polish, and French, whenever you're translating the games, those word counts don't match. You French love sticking
it's true.
You French love sticking like 30% extra words.
We love our and the le and the la and the bon.
So all I'll say is if you're going to enter the multiple giveaways that we've got running on Facebook right now until Sunday at midnight, don't guess the same answer for all 3 because they're not the same.
Correct.
So yeah, that's Chronicles of Crime 1900. I did set up my table over here as well, all nice, but
go for it, man.
No, I don't know. I don't even know. I think I've broken it. Hold on, let's put you up here for a second.
Okay, go for it.
What's
yeah,
this?
hi.
Oh no, wait, not that.
No.
No, yeah, there you go. There's Vincent back.
Hi, my name is Vincent, and hi, how are you? This is my time to talk by myself now, and so okay, let me take over here. Zief van Oek. Hi. Yeah. So for the story, I actually went to Turnhout Turnhout in Belgium last year. That was fantastic. I was invited to do a lecture about hybrid board games. And I really hope that once this pandemic is over, I can come back to Turnhout. I was invited by the lovely people of the city.
Do you have to go hoot? Like, do you have to?
No, yeah, because I'm French. So here's my problem. You have no idea. It's insane. We don't pronounce H's ever for like I'm 42 years old. For H's is not the thing. It's like there's a H. We don't care. We don't pronounce that. No, ever. So suddenly I'm like, so crazy thing has happened to me because of that. Like, and what happens because we don't have H? We start to put H everywhere. Like we're like just spreading H's like to sound American or English. Oh, I wanna hit something delicious right now, and nothing works anymore. Or I really want a hot chocolate, and it's like a what?
I love it. I adore it, man.
Sorry.
Hotel is my favorite thing, and this I'm gonna share this in chat because we can never talk about French. We have to talk about how silly a language English is, right? Do, cough, tough, through. What? Like, seriously, how do people learn English if they're not taught it from a young age? It's impossible. This nonsense. I have so much respect for you.
Anyway, no. I mean, no. Actually, no. The next level is Polish. Polish is wow. Anyway, we're not here to talk about languages, but yeah, excuse my English and my H's. And Didier is here to properly correct me. Turnout, or turnout.
Well, that would be turn. This would be turnout.
Turnout. Okay, yeah. Turnout.
Unless you're Northern Irish, and then it'll be turnout, mate.
I went to turnout. Let me tell you. These people were absolutely lovely. We went for a beer. I had no idea you could put so much alcohol in one glass of beer, and and we had such a great evening. Wonderful city. And
I always tell this one of my favorite stories of the pandemic convention season. I've told this story to you, Vince, before, but whenever I did Spiel Digital, I was on an amazing stream with an Italian news group. We're doing talking all about the games we had at the time, and they were laughing at me because I was drinking water from a pint glass, and they were like, "Oh, the Irish guys drinking water from a beer glass. Oh, that's what's going on." And I was like, I drink everything from a pint glass.
This is a real Irish trick. I live 2 years and a half in Ireland, and what I've learned there is that you drink your pint of Guinness, and then a proper Irish guy is gonna get a pint of water. But if you don't know that and you're a French tourist, you're like, yeah, let's have Guinness, it's great. And then
it's so heavy.
And then at 2 a.m. you're like, oh my God, what's going on? Then this guy, oh, what's going on? Yeah. And then their trick is that they drink water. They all drink water. They don't tell you. It's like, I'm gonna take a pee right now. And then. Anyway.
That's how the next day you're hungover, feeling terrible, and all the Iris people are fresh. Oh my goodness! We're all sneaking glasses of water.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, the Irish. I had to learn the Irish way. I
have to say, Matthews asked me earlier, and sorry, Matthews, I didn't respond to you at the time, but my shirt is power to the meeple.
Oh, that is
my boobies are showing. I need to hide that a bit. The pandemic weight is. I don't know what my excuse is going to be in like 3 months whenever lockdown starts to get lifted. I don't know what my excuse is going to be anymore because it's been pandemic now, but I don't know.
Well, you can still blame the previous pandemic,
Right.
Yeah, easily.
Anyway, do you know what I wanted? We've done things completely backwards, which I adore, by the way.
It was
but I wanted to talk about this for a second. I love this photo. This makes me so happy. First of all, you never see Mateusz posing for a photo. I remember first time visiting Krakow. I had to shout at him to come for a group photo. I was like, "Come on, get in here!" So, for any of you that don't know, Lucky Duck Games over the past 18 months, over the past year, has really had an amazing time, and it's really down to a lot of backer support and gamer support and industry support. And we publish games in English, French, and Polish now. We are 30 people, Vince.
31, soon 32.
Oh my God. And so we're at the point now where we've got team in Poland, we've got guys in France, we've got people in America, we've got myself in the UK, and we're really becoming a real worldwide global company through every sense of the word. And I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you for being here and thank you for supporting. And also, if you're not familiar, we now have Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and potentially soon YouTube for all of our different languages, so you can actually keep up to date with our newsletters and with all of our social media across all of our brands, because the team is growing. We're so kind of effervescent. Oh, Jonathan's like, I think I'm number 33. That's a good way to get a job, right?
Yes. Actually, Jonathan has helped us on a wonderful puzzle that I hope is publishing soon. I've seen the team is reviewing it. So thank you, Jonathan. I can't wait to work more with you. He's helping us on Kingdom Rush.
I haven't actually seen anything since like the very first prototype of that, and even back then I was excited. So I'm really cool to see the Panzer. I guess the dog is the new CEO.
Yeah, I have to say that dog is badass. That dog is badass. Her name is Carolina. She's our illustrator.
Not the dog. Not the dog is not Carolina.
No. No. I mean, the dog is with Carolina, and my name is Vincent. Let me make every possible mistake on stream as possible. I've done it. However, Carolina she's an artist that has actually done all the character in 1900 specifically. So all this character here. I'm trying to pull this up.
I've got mine.
Go for it.
Go. You can talk, and I'll.
Yeah. So all of this is Carolina's work. She is an incredible artist, and it was a huge achievement because all of those characters have so much detail and so much composition, so much coloring that it was a true endeavor. She is definitely a rising star. And yeah, oh, look at that. So so absolutely dripping with. I think. Anyway, so that was Carolina. No, we're super proud of the team. I have to say that I am incredibly proud of the people we work with. We have some incredibly talented people in his team, and actually what's wonderful too as well is that there's such a sense of teamwork as well. Everybody really works so hard to make those games. So it's we're specifically grateful for the feedback you send, because we push those feedback back to the team, and it makes them even more motivated to push themselves further. So anyway.
I'm coming at you with a surprise topic that I did not tell you I was going to talk about. Boom! Guess what we did today? So first and foremost, thank you to anybody who's a Kingdom Rush Elemental Uprising backer. And thank you to anybody who is a Kingdom Rush Rift and Time backer who allowed us through so much success for Kingdom Rush to make a second game. Oh, yes.
Yes, you get that into heart for that.
Yeah, we've literally just today on GameFound opened up the Kingdom Rush Elemental Uprising. And I want to just do a couple of quick things on it. First of all, we're sorry for the delay. It was later opening than we hoped to. Moving a campaign for the first ever time. We did a campaign crowdfunded on GameFound, and moving that from there across the pledge manager was a little bit trickier, and we encountered a few more issues than we had originally predicted. But it's live now. We've still had a few little teething issues, so hopefully all's going to be good. Look at Franco. Go Kingdom Rush. I was really happy for the update. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Franco. We really appreciate you, my friend.
So just to let you know that right now, if you didn't pledge, Kingdom Rush Elemental Uprising is a standalone tower defense game. It is available now on GameFound. If you are interested in getting your hands on any of the Rift in Time content, the deadline's actually May 14th to order it through here, because we have to actually get that stuff sent out very quickly to the factories so that we can get it out for September, all being well. So you can go onto GameFound now. We've got the Elements Horde pledge on there, which is essentially going to give you the base game. It's going to give you 2 expansions. It's going to give you the More Than Shadows expansion, which is all of the stretch goal content that was unlocked that's free. And then it's going to stick it all into this one big, massive storage chest. And that is on there right now. You can go in and take a look at everything there. So I'm not going to talk about this too much. We're going to talk about this many, many times over the coming months. We're going to send lots of updates every month about what's happening with the game development. But Go and check it out. It's Element Uprising has been something really, really innovative, really, really different, and we'll be giving it lots of love over the coming weeks. So if you're a backer there, thank you. And we're hopefully going to work out kind of all the kinks of it, the new platform, which unfortunately we've encountered a few of. But anyway, I can't wait. Where's the bosses? I'm all about the bosses, man. They're so much fun.
The Elemines.
The Elemines. Where
Did I
is
say
he?
that right?
He's at the bottom. Oh no, hold on, wait a minute. I went past him.
Wait, we passed him.
There he is.
Here he is. This guy over there.
I actually, do you know what? I started out really excited for Elementus, but I think I've grown more excited for the Leviathan as time has gone on. I think the idea of these tentacles popping up in different locations around the board and No, I was gonna and getting.
We're not getting there. We're not going there, as.
And these tentacles coming out of Mercury pools and getting in the way of your heroes is very interesting to me. And plus, I'm really excited for the community voted boss we have.
Oh yes, actually,
man.
I am in love with this boss. I think I'm super happy that this is the one that was voted. It looks so massive and so badass. Sorry, did I?
No, you're perfect, because we had, for anyone that didn't follow the campaign, we had a community vote during the campaign where we started with 16 different bosses from Kingdom Rush, and we brought them all together and we had the community vote in these like 4-way grudge matches until Gulthak, this little tiny old orc shaman who tells really boring campfire stories but rides this massive hairy boar that charges kind of into battle, and he's the community voted boss for Element Uprising, and I can't wait to see him on the table.
That's right, and we have this new dragon replaced from a meeple to a miniature, right?
Yeah, that. You're challenging me now.
Oh, I'm challenging you. You see? Anyway. No, it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to show it.
No. Let's go. I'm gonna show it now. You've done it to me. There he is.
Oh, here he is. Here he is. Yeah. So we're super excited to actually transform this meeple dude into a really cute. Can we say cute? Yeah. Cute
he's
little dragon.
He's pretty cute. So here's the thing, right? And this, people sometimes don't understand this, but it's legitimately one of the best things about crowdfunding a game is that as you're going through the process, you kind of got the life seed of a game. You've got those early prototypes, you're sharing it with people, they're having a good time, you bring it to the campaign, people get involved and they start throwing ideas at you, and a lot of times like, I don't know, and sometimes they hit on one and you're like, hold on a second, that sounds brilliant. And this was one of those that we were like, if we can make this happen, we want to. So in the Dark Elf Slayer expansion, we had this young Ashbite dragon mini that was going to be paired with a tower modification. So you could change your towers, summon down a dragon and have it get out and attack the hordes with you. Now we have this miniature, and it purely came from the idea of backers. It was something that we probably would have never done hadn't it been requested. So it's now in there alongside Benjamin, alongside Regson, and then you're going to have little itty bitty dragon miniature that's I don't know, he's about an inch. He's itty bitty, he's super cute. I think cute is a fine word for him.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Bree says, I'm all about that boss. No trouble.
No trouble.
Franco says, come on, Az, spoil it for us. I am terrible for spoiling things. In fact, I have another thing, Vince, that I didn't tell you I was going to talk about.
Tell me, go for it. I'm all for it.
Right, hold on. Let's see. Right, by show of hands in the chat, have you heard about this?
Oh,
right? Have you heard about this? Like, have you been? Are you people who are in the know? Do you keep your fingers on the pulse of industry and news and board gaming? Because we are bringing not just a new brand, Lucky Duck Kids, but 2 kids-focused titles.
That's right.
This year that are both going to be hybrid, app-driven games that you're going to be able to play with your family. They're going to be really suitable for ages 7 and up. And I cannot wait for Vince to let me spoil the name of the second one.
Please, go for it. It's official. We're going for it.
If I say it on chat, it's official. Like, don't tease me with this. Because once it's out there, there's no turning back.
I know. Well, I think we can spoil the name. We can't show anything yet. Yeah, I can't. I don't know. It's 9 p.m. It's Friday night. I think we can share some secret here. All right, go for it, because
Okay,
I think
so-
you deserve to spoil this one.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna so there's 2 kids games coming, right? This is it. This is a heart-to-heart moment for me in stream, right? There's 2 kids games coming. One of them is something we've been asked for forever, right? People have
Forever.
said since 2018, Chronicles of Crime comes out, and we've got Noir, we've got Welcome to Redview, and people are like, oh, I love Chronicles of Crime, I love the London setting, and I quite like Welcome to Redview because it's a little bit more Stranger Things, a little bit more focused on slightly younger audiences, but I really want something to play with my family. And finally, we've said, yes, we're doing it. So we are doing a game that will use that same exploration, but in a more focused, kind of story-driven, far more kind of friendly, educational, finding items, piecing together the story kind of feeling. So you're going to get that Chronicles of Crime sensation, but it's going to be kid-focused, family-friendly. That's the first game. But the second game... Just a week ago, I got to meet with one of our our creative director, Philippe. Wonderful, wonderful gentleman, looks after so many projects inside the company. And I was taking a couple of days off work. And just before I went off work, Philippe said, we need to have a conversation about the second Lucky Duck Kids game. And I said, okay. And we jumped on a call. And he says, I've got some names to share with you for the game. I want to see which one you like. And I think there was about 12 names on it. And they were kind of similar. There were some names in there that kind of were different rearrangements and slightly different synonyms and stuff. And I got down to the last name on the list. And I nearly fell off my chair. And I'm not burying the lead with this, but I was like, Philippe, what is this? And he's like, oh, I just added that on for a bit of fun. And I was like, no, that's the name. The name of our second kids game is Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy.
Boom, boom. Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy.
Yummy
It's amazing.
Monster Tummy.
It's amazing. And you will understand the perfect mechanical connection of this name and the game itself. And we can't wait to show you more. And it's it's
it's so good.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for the immediate validation.
I legit thank you for the immediate validation. So if anyone's familiar with the game that I adore is a game called Rhino Heroes Super Battle, which in its name says everything you need to know. And that's why I love Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy. It just, you just know the feeling the game is going to embark and take you on just from the very name. And I literally, once we're ready to show that to you all, end of this year, it will be in retail, and I cannot wait.
Yes.
I think that's pretty much all the stuff that I was going to talk about. But shall we have a few Q&A questions?
Yeah, I mean everybody has been already pretty active in there, but we can.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Andy, that Andy and I have played a few epic games at conventions in our time. And Rhino Heroes Super Battle is absolutely one of those games that you play at a convention and people gather around and it's fun and it's good activity. It's a great way to wind down the day. And by the way, if any of you have questions, pop them in the chat. Vince and I are going to answer whatever you want to ask. So pop them in the chat now.
Go for it.
And Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy is going to be one of those similar games that you get people around the table. You can play it with your family and your kids, but grown-ups are going to really enjoy it as well. You're all going to be cycled around a table. You're going to have your app in the middle, and it's just going to be fun chaos interaction. You're going to love it. Oh man, I cannot wait.
Yeah. We can't spoil too more than that, but I think the title is now officially out of the bag. Can I take a break on the Kingdom Rush comments now?
I'm not sure. Banzai Tree, do you go by a different name in the Kingdom Rush comments? Because we have some amazing community members in our Kingdom Rush comments who give us incredible support, and we're so grateful for it. Because sometimes we're stretched so thin that we can't always answer every comment immediately. So yeah, take a break.
Yeah, take a break. Yeah, go for it. No, don't worry about it too much.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Anyway,
it'll be there tomorrow.
I think that's it. As I think we can conclude this night. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Next time we do one of these, I think we're gonna have to play a game of something, right?
Oh yes, I would love that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play a game of something. Yeah. I mean, I'm down. I think I know who Banzai
Oh, and
Tree
then
is.
yeah, the
Banzai, if
Banzai
you're who
tree.
I
Yeah.
think you are,
Yeah, yeah.
then I have.
Actually, we're talking about you today, and we want to give you both of us,
Oh,
sorry, the big heart, my friend. The
oh,
Ban-
look. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Did you summon him?
No, I did not.
Did you
Hello,
summon
Noah.
him? Because I have this ready.
Oh.
Noah, did your ears burn and you were just like, someone wants to talk about me and game trays? If anyone doesn't
Merci,
know,
Didier. Merci beaucoup. Sorry.
it's okay, it's okay.
Thank you, Didier.
Thank you, Didier. Thank you, Didier. Thank you. Bye bye. Noah Alderman is the CEO, owner, amazing, amazing
Did
all
someone
round
the
human
trace?
being at Game Trays. And if you hadn't heard this is you really have to be into your industry news if you've been keeping an eye on this. But we at Lucky Duck Games are working with Game Trays to bring these beautiful X trays worldwide. Literally.
That's right.
Where?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when are we thinking these are going to hit stores, Vince? Q4? Q3?
You know, this is in the work. This is in the work. We're hoping someone towards, I would say Q4. Q4 will be a great target here, and we just want to do this right. And but the interest on this is absolutely incredible. Actually, I want to buy this at a store. It is the perfect. You purchase your game and then you're gonna buy your little extra tray. So X tray is the so game trays, for those who don't know, are extremely well known because they make custom solution for board game storage. But they have this X-ray own brand basically of this single, double, and triple storage in plenty of different colors. And we're gonna try to pack those in pack of 5 or 6 into a beautiful packaging so that they can be actually in your board game store and ready for you to grab at a super friendly price right after you take your best game, and add this little nice tray inside of it too, also because they also have those the clip, they all close, so you can put your little red heart in there, your blue mana token, and permanently store them in there instead of your plastic thing. So this is amazing. We're super excited about this, and then Noah came with his bat signal. Exactly, it's time to talk about the time
There was
he
a
couldn't
time.
be there.
There was a time about, I think, like 18 months ago when Noah said to me that he thinks that an X-Trays box could sustain my weight. Now, that was before the pandemic, all right? So have increased in volume since then. However, these things are solid. Like, they're really amazingly made. For such a simple little thing, the ergonomics of getting your tokens out of it and just how robust they are, especially when you've got the snap clip lid, they're just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and I have to say, I have such an adoration for their craft. We have been working with them even closely. Sorry, my name is Vincent, and I don't know how to speak English. But anyway, we've been working with them on Kingdom Rush, Elemental Uprising, and Kingdom Rush Emperor Chest. They are doing such an incredible job.
Someone stacked 8 games on a single X-Tray. Now, what 8 games is my question, right? But because I'm probably about the weight of about 8 Gloomhavens. Vince is probably like, I don't know, he's probably like 8 King of 12s. He's like a skinny guy. Like,
you're kind of, yeah. I'm sure I'm heavier than you. Anyway, no. Let's not get in there. Let's not get in there. Let's not get in there. Anyway,
on that bombshell. I don't think we could get any higher than that peak. Right, anybody, last chance, last questions, and then we're out of here. Andrew says 8 copies of Anachrony. Man, if it could hold that, I would be super, super impressed. So, quick reminder, ask your last questions. What do you have to do? You have to go to our Facebook page and enter the Chronicles of Crime 1900 competition before Sunday, right? If you're interested, King of 12 is available in Europe now, and rest of the world, and US will be next week, all being well. Next week, Chronicles of Crime 1900. Where's yours? Chronicles of Crime 1900 is in stores next week. If you're a backer, if you already backed it, get playing. The app has been updated. You can play it right now before retailer.
Go for it.
You should be playing it already.
Yeah, you should be.
Next month, Destinies will be out, and that'll be either at the end of May or potentially the start of June, because shipping is fun at the moment.
And we really want, sorry to interrupt you, we really want backers to get their game first. Like this is like unquestioned. So we may push retail release if needed to make sure everybody get their game first.
Steve K as when's your next Kingdom Rush playthrough? Hopefully next Tuesday. I think it's very likely though that I'm going to start playing some Destinies soon. I think that's definitely going to be something that I'd like to do. But I think next Tuesday I will be back. Hopefully Bree, who is in the chat, will join me because my campaign map is looking
pretty good. Yeah.
And then I turn it over to the other side and it's like, nah. But yeah,
you got some work.
Scenarios 1 through 4 have been triple starred, so A Reign of Ours, scenario 5, could very much next be on our list. I think next Tuesday. What do you think? I think next Tuesday. When is the release?
Oh, that was such a fail.
Just gonna like Vince Sealier.
So Az unfortunately had to go because so here's the thing, it was our April's Fool, and I think the failure in a way, I mean, we're so excited to work with Board and Dice. We really worked with them on this and it was almost too credible. Like it was, and there was CV2 article.
ICV2, yeah.
ICV2 article about it. We felt so hard. Some other prank were so big, people were like, 1st of April. But this one was truly. You guys worked on a freaking box for this.
I had Eric Martin of BGG email me saying, "Is this real?" I was like, Eric, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to lie to you.
Oh yeah. So absolutely sorry about that. There's for now no plan to bring Teotihuacan crime.
Yeah, nice. That was good. Teotihuacan, right? Teotihuacan. Hey, never say never. They asked us for Chronicles of Crime Kids in 2018. Hey, we're here 3 years later and it's coming.
2021. Yep.
Never say never. Okay, so we say goodbye. Should we get out of here?
Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you for being here.
Hey, I tell you what, Vince. Let's say it right now. I'm going to say more things that have become a reality. Heart with Fingers T-shirt, Lucky Duck Heart with Fingers T-shirts. For convention season.
Oh, I would love that.
We'll put Vince's face on the back of it. In like glow in the dark UV paint, so it only shows up at nighttime.
Oh, that sounds terrifying. That's like a nightmare kind of like sight. Anyway,
okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Thank you, DJ, and see you guys. Have a wonderful evening.